I love you, sweetie. Oh, you found it. How'd you find it?
In my bag.
Yeah?
Oh,
Who got it for you? Need help?
no. It's fine. Yeah, this
Yeah.
Oh, in front of.
Oh.
That's enough.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you, sweetie.
Beautiful. Is it on now, did you say, or no? Push it backwards?
Push it backwards, yep.
Gotta find it.
The other hand?
I can't see it.
Yeah, let me do it. There you go.
Okay.
Nathan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and relatives. On behalf of Christopher and Regina, I would like to welcome you to these beautiful Japanese gardens in Saratoga. We are gathered here today to join Christopher Lau and Regina Jung in holy matrimony. This engagement has progressed for 25 years now. 25 years ago, Regina gave Chris a pet jade rock engraved with a golden bear as a farewell gift. This past December, Chris gave Regina an opal rock set in a ring in hopes that she would accept a lifetime together. Today, they culminate their long-term engagement in marriage. What is love? There was a song many years ago titled, "Love is a many-splendored thing." Yes, love is a beautiful bouquet of many wonderful emotions. Included in these emotions are patience and kindness. As two hearts decide to join together in their journey through life, each one experiences a multitude of new emotions and feelings. There may be times when those emotions begin to clash, as each is entitled to and has their own opinion. This is normal. Be patient and be kind with one another. We are human. My only advice for this situation is to resolve the difference if possible, but never go to bed mad at each other. Tomorrow is another day. I would like to read from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether they be knowledge, it shall vanish away. How do we know love, patience, and kindness? The examples are set before us from the day we are born. When we are first born, we come out crying, hungry, and in need of comforting. Our loving parents care for and meet our needs. They shower us with love and affection. No matter how we act, they shower us with patience as they try to understand our needs. They comfort us when we have nightmares during the night. As we start school and become more exposed to this big wide world, our needs increase. But our parents continue with love, patience, and kindness. And even as we get into our teenage years, when we know everything, our parents are still by our side, guiding us with their love, patience, and kindness. As we become adults and get married, it becomes our turn to teach and share love, patience, and kindness. We don't understand or know all the little things that may arise in our marriage, but we must manage with our strong love, our willing patience, and our mutual kindness. Our journey through life will not only survive, but thrive because we love each other, we are patient with each other, and we are kind with each other. And now a togetherness message from Ruth, chapter 1, verse 16 to 17. And Ruth said, "Entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Where thou diest will I die, and there will I be buried. The Lord to do so to me, and more also, if aught but death part thee and me." And now Regina's good friend from school days, wherefore art thou? There she is, would like to recite a poem from Elizabeth Browning's works.
Uh, How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Brandt Browning. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth, breadth, and height. My soul will reach when feeling out of sight. For the end of beginnings and ideal grace, I love thee to the levels of every day. I love thee with the most quiet needs, by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely, as men strive for right. I love thee purely, as they turn from praise. I love thee with passion, to put to use. I love with old griefs, with childhood's faith. I love thee with love I seem to lose, with my lost saints. I love thee with breath, smiles, tears of all of my life, and if God choose, I love thee better after life. Congratulations.
Thank you. And now the bride and groom have prepared some vows which they would like to share at this time. Chris, would you like to start?
So Mike?
Dear Regina, I can't believe how truly lucky I am to have found you again and have you in my life. From hiding from my brother in the McDonald's play place when we were 8, to our first date in San Francisco, walking 8 miles, totally mesmerized by our conversation. The circumstances and nature of our relationship never ceases to amaze me. Sometimes I feel like you complete me, that you are my missing piece. But as you love to remind me, that is not the case. We are whole people on our own, traveling in the same direction, hand in hand, learning and growing together. As I look to our future, I think of the person I want to be and the relationship I hope to strengthen. I promise to listen to you, to open my ears and my eyes and my heart to how you feel, with a sincere desire to learn and understand. I promise to be with you physically, emotionally, and spiritually for the rest of our days. I promise to remind you how special you are, just the way you are, especially when you doubt yourself. I promise to love you every day, no matter how sleepy, hungry, frustrated, or tired I am. I promise to always be there to protect you and encourage you. I promise to adventure with you to new heights and depths as we discover, learn, and grow. I love you, Regina. I'm so excited to be sharing and starting this new chapter of our lives together.
Very good. And now, Regina.
Thank you. My dearest Chris, you're the person I want to share the rest of my life with. For a big part of our lives, we grew up in two seemingly different worlds. Mine in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, yours here in San Francisco. Meeting you was like two worlds colliding with our fair shares of doubts and questions. But meeting you was also like finally reconnecting with a love and a part of me I've once forgotten. And it was exciting. I see two roads diverging in the woods. One of a life I've always knew in Malaysia, in the comforts and community of a very small Christian circle, and now a new one with you in unfamiliar grounds in California. One unshakable certainty is that I want to share this journey with you, even if it means I have to watch you scroll through slick deals and Reddit every morning. Your love always encourages me to love more. Your patience and your kindness for me to be more patient and kind. Your heart and who you are challenges me to become a better person. I see my once narrow world through bigger and wider lens. Or to quote your favorite Disney movie, Aladdin, it becomes a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. I know that life will throw us different challenges and days that feel like we are scuba diving and we can't equalize and we panic hard. Please forgive me for times when I act like a dragon. Please never give up on us. Together, life is one great adventure, and I'm willing to wake up every day to do life with you wherever life brings us. I promise to snowboard where you snowboard, to bike where you bike, to hope where you hope, and to love where you who you love. Together, I want to grow each day in faith, hope, and most of all, love.
Thanks, Regina.
Thank you.
You want me to take them back?
Yeah.
Okay. The couple would now like to exchange their wedding rings. Could Callum please come forward? Here.
Colin.
Hey,
Aw,
That's a good.
thanks so much, Colin.
thank you.
That's good.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Colin. You like the trains?
I'm gonna give this pillow to you later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hi. Thank you.
Okay. Don't drop it.
Yep.
Want me to just hang on to it?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Chris, could you place the ring that you have on Regina's finger and repeat after me? As this ring encircles your finger,
As this ring encircles your finger,
from this moment forward,
from this moment forward,
so will my love forever encircle you.
so will my love ever encircle you.
You will never walk alone.
You will never walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter.
My heart will be your shelter.
My arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you,
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you,
just the way you are.
just the way you are.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
Regina, place the ring that you have on Chris's finger and repeat after me. As this ring encircles your finger,
As this ring encircles your finger,
from this moment forward,
from this moment forward,
so will my love forever encircle you.
so will my love forever encircle you.
You will never walk alone.
You'll never walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter.
My heart will be your shelter.
My arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
We'll walk through life as partners and best friends.
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you.
I promise to do my best to love, cherish,
and accept.
and accept you
Just the way you are.
just the way you are.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I give you my heart till the end of time.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
And now by the power vested in me by American Marriage Ministries in the state of California, I pronounce you man and wife. It is now my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Lau. You may now kiss.
Sweetie.
Sorry. Love you.
All right, now you're doing your little dance. You want me to hold that for you?
Oh yeah, you can.
We do it here.
Okay.
Oh, and we're going.
Oh, we're gonna go to the.
Yeah.
You got to go up there. At this time, I would like to invite everyone to proceed to the patio to meet the newlyweds and have some champagne and wedding cake.
Yay! Aww. Sure.
Yeah, we should go over there.
I forgot to kiss you, sweetie. Oh, we're done. Oh, my finger hurts.
It's just stuck on my finger. It's supposed to be this hand.
Everything I see, not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Dive right in, follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry
carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. And I see my future in your eyes. Well, baby, dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass while listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, no. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass while listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve it. You look perfect tonight. Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, sing oh, eh, oh. Just move those left feet, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, sing oh, eh, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the world what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. When you finally let go and you say that solo, 'cause you listen to that music, sing it oh, hey, oh. 'Cause you're confident, babe, and you make your hips sway. We knew that you could do it, sing oh, hey, oh. Show the world you got that fire, baby. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the room what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah,
So thanks everyone for coming. My brother and Regina's sister Van will be saying a few words. Let's have Mike go first.
Thank you everybody for coming. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris's older brother, Mike, which means that I've known him longer than he's known himself. And that's true, because I have memories of our childhood that he doesn't even have. Growing up, we were really close, and I never really appreciated at the time how special that was. To me, I was just, I was happy to have my best friend with me no matter where we went. And through, long family dinners, we'd keep each other occupied. We'd have tea drinking competitions. On long road trips, we would quiz each other on factoids we heard on the Discovery Channel. On the ski slopes, we'd chase each other down, pretending to dodge bullets from imaginary helicopters that were chasing us. We'd invent these games to keep each other occupied, and it was really special. You know, as we grew older, school and life and career took us apart a little bit, at least physically. And I went to San Diego for college, then Chris moved down to San Diego, I moved to New York, he moved to LA. And it's only been in the past few years that we've been back in the Bay Area together, and it's been really special because it's been great to have him around as I've been raising my kids and having him in their life again. And it's also afforded us a chance to get to know Regina a little bit in the past year or two. And it's been wonderful to see them together. You know, they're such a great match. And I was really happy to see how kind and caring and and how she doesn't let Chris get away with his BS.
Right on.
So Regina, as somebody that's known Chris so long, I'd like to share a couple of observations about my younger brother that I think might be pertinent to your marriage with him. And Chris is a little nervous, which don't worry, Chris. The first thing is that when Chris decides something's worth pursuing, he goes all in. And that's probably what makes him such a horrible poker player. But when we were growing up, we would often roughhouse with my dad. And going into when I was in high school and Chris was maybe a freshman, we started getting to a size where we were almost as big as my dad. And so it was fun for us to roughhouse a little bit. We decided to do a push-up competition and see who could do the most push-ups in a row. And at the time, Chris was kind of chubby. He hadn't hit that growth spurt yet. He could do maybe 3 push-ups. My dad and I were somewhere around 20. We said, okay, let's do a competition. Who can do 100 push-ups in a row? 50 push-ups in a row. Okay. 50 push-ups in a row first. And so my dad and I were working at it, and we said, okay, Chris, you can do 10, okay? Just to keep him involved in the game. And so every night we'd all do these push-ups, and my dad and I would do 20, 25, 30, and Chris would do 3, 4, 5. And he kept at it, and he actually got to 10 before we got anywhere near 50. And so we were like, okay, Chris won, that's fine. And that would have been great if that was the end of the story, but it wasn't. Months later, Chris came back and actually was the first one to hit 50 push-ups before my dad and I even got close. So that's a quality about my brother. He's very self-motivated, very resilient. And when he decides to get something done, he doesn't quit. And so I know that when he put on that ring and committed to you in your marriage, he's going to do whatever it takes, and he's not going to give up, and he's going to give his all. The second thing about my brother is that this is for me personally. He's always pushed me to be the best version of myself. I remember one time when I was in San Diego, Chris came down to visit me, and I think he even sat in a couple classes with me. And somebody in the class said something that kind of I thought was rude and kind of ticked me off. And so I vented with Chris later, like, oh man, that guy was really annoying, right? And Chris said, well, Mike, you tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was just having an off day. And I think that stood out to me because it reminded me that, yeah, empathy is something that I was trying to practice. And he wanted to remind me to be that best version of myself. And I really hope that you do that for each other throughout your marriage. Just bring out the best in each other. I'd like to raise a toast to Chris and Regina. May the strength of your commitment and love for each other bring you happiness. And may you always bring out the best in each other as you grow as individuals and as a couple. Cheers.
So I'm Regina's sister, and it's a real privilege for me to be here, to be a maid of honor today, and I wouldn't have missed it for anything. Regina and Chris are so cute together, and I've had the pleasure of hanging and chilling out with them in San Francisco the last few weeks. And it's been adorable seeing my little sister all loved up and making home with Chris and tidying things in the kitchen and in the house all the time. And she's never ever been really tidy as a kid either. Regina has always been full of energy, and she loves playing. She used to run around the streets making friends with everyone, and she's always running off. You just don't know where she is, and you always have to call out for her, Regina, where are you, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she said that right now, after she's met Chris, She walks slower now to keep pace with Chris and doesn't run off. But I'm not actually sure how true that is. In case you can't tell, I really love and adore Regina a lot. I'm so proud and happy to see her glowing with such love and happiness today. A gorgeous bride married to the love of her life. And I adore my sister Jen, and this is the happiest I've ever seen her. Thank you, Chris, for making my sister so happy, not just for the love and tenderness that you have for her, but for being the man that she's so proud and delighted and joyful to be with. My sister fell in love with Chris when they were young, when they were only 8 years old. And she fell in love again with them when they met again as adults in San Francisco a few years ago, even though she was playing it cool and being all blasé about it. I asked her the other day, do you think that you fell in love with Chris the first time you guys met on that first date? And she looked at me and she said, Vern, have you not been paying attention? At the end of the first date, they hugged. And neither of them wanted to let go of each other. And they hugged for really, really long. And my sister said, I didn't want to let go of him. And today, on this blessed day and on their wedding day, they've chosen not to let go of each other ever again. So I'd like to invite you to join me for a toast for my wonderful sister and for my wonderful little brother, Chris. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Good job.
No.
All right, now cake cutting.
Susie, I don't know what to do.
Cut wherever you want to cut. Wait, yeah. Wait, do it together. Do it together.
The sun fade out to a dark sky.
No.
Can't say I'd even notice it was absent.
Wait. Give it the first bite.
'Cause I could live by the light in your eyes. Unfold before you what I've strung together. The very first words of a lifeline. A love letter, tell the world that we finally got it all right. I choose you. I will become yours and you will become mine. I choose you.